Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy. Mitrom, we are continuing part 4, our Panhandle Geography series. Panhandle. So, Panhandle means if you think this region, that is, we are talking about the Kinwat Panhandle, Nanded district in the Marthwada region of Maharashtra. Kinwat, Nanded district, Marthwada region of Maharashtra. If Marthwada region is like a pan, this is the handle to hold the pan. That is the concept of panhandle regions. And and we have already covered some of the panhandle regions. You can see various panhandles, national, subnational panhandles. Subnational means provincial districts and so on. The Afghania, the Wakhan corridor we'll cover later. You see, this is the pan, this is the handle, this is the pan like Namibia, this is the Caprivi Strip, this is the Afghanistan, this pan, this is the handle is the Wakhan corridor and so on. So we are now in the part 4, that is the Kinwat panhandle of Nanded district of Marathwada region of Maharashtra. And if you are new to my series, we have a very fascinating education channel covering various diverse topics: history, geography, culture, human ecology. That is at South Asia Maps J. Reddy. You can Google, and there are around about 488 or so as of 2024 January YouTube series. This is the broader panhandle. The most of the people are living in North America, like panhandles in the United States. This is the Oklahoma province or state, the major Oklahoma region, Oklahoma City, and so on. This is the panhandle region. This is the Texas region, Texas panhandle, and so many panhandles like Florida panhandle, Pensacola region, and so on. So our specific interest today is the Marathwada region, Kinwat Panhandle. After this, you will get a very fascinating aspects of history, geography, and culture. This is not just telling you about the boundaries or the political drawings or lines. This is much more than that. I will overview after that. When you look at the map, what you can discern. This is the same thing we see here. This is the Marathwada region of Maharashtra. The Maharashtra has various regions. Marathwada here, Berar region here, Khandesh here, and Vidarbha region or Nag Vidarbha region here, Balgat region here, Desh territory, Khandesh territory, the Konkan, Malwan, Bombay Island, that is the bigger Salsette Island, and so on, Sahyadri region, and so on. This is the Marathwada region ruled by the formerly by the Nizams, Islamic imperialism. The last ruler was Mir Usman Ali Khan, Allah Hadras. So just we put it Allah Hadras domain during the partition independence Radcliffe line time. So the at the time the districts, now there are many districts. I made the matter simple for you. Aurangabad districts, that is Devagiri district, Parbani district, and Nanded district, that is the Kinwat here. Panhandle here. The Usmanabad district and Beer district. Some of the names might be spelled differently, so you should keep that in mind. Panhandle is the geography is an elongated region, is also called salient protrusion. Is a geopolitical region. See, this is the salient. When you look at it, this looks very different. A salient or a prominent. It is protruding into other regions or districts or boundaries. That is a salient panhandle. National panhandles between the countries, subnational within the countries, within the provinces, districts. This is the provincial panhandle, we can say. Maybe interprovincial because Telangana region and so on there. And we look at the I will also show the map. At the end, you will get a very different perspective how this region has formed like that. Before, yeah, there are the surrounding mountains were Ajanta ranges, the eastern spurs of the Sahyadris. We can say the Penganga River flows in this region, and the Ganna Hills and Chandur Hills, Ajanta Hills here, and Ajanta Plateau in this region, Surpalnath Hills, and there is a Nandagavan wind gap between the Chandur Hills and Ajanta Hills. N is missing here. Previously ruled by the Yadavas, Devagiri, the fort of Devatas, the gods, and it was overthrown by the Islamic imperialism, Tughlaqs. And later, within few years, by 1336 or 46, one of the provincial subadars of Tughlaqs, they declared independence, seceded from the Muhammad bin Tughlaq's empire in the north, Bahamanis. Later, it has fell into five sister states, among which Nizam Shahis ruled in Nagar, Ahmadnagar region, and controlled part of this north bearer. Imad Shahis ruled, Qutub Shahis ruled, Adil Shahis and Barit Shahis and so on. And Malik Ambar was the Diwan, de facto ruler of that area. He was the contemporary of Raja Shaji, and Mughals conquered this territory, and Mughal empire declined after the death of Aurangzeb 1707. In Ahmednagar was buried nearby Aurangabad and Kuldabad, and so this that region. It came under Nizam. He was a prominent minister, Nizam ul Mulk, and Aurangabad was their first capital. Later, they moved the capital around about 1800 or so to Hyderabad. And Battle of Palked is the responsible consolidation of this region between the Peshwa near Vaizapur, Aurangabad, and that's the Peshwa Bajirao I and Nizam, and Nizam ul Mulk and Peshwa Bajirao. And 1803, the Battle of Assay, where the Marathas fought against the British in the Second War. This entire region came under the control of Richard Wellesley, Governor General. Arthur Wellesley fought this as a general, and later he fought a much bigger battle around about 1815 or so against Napoleon, that is the Waterloo battle. So he is the Lord Arthur Wellesley, the younger brother of Richard Wellesley, Governor General. And the battle of Hasi in this region, east of Bokordan, between Bokordan and Jafrabad. Jafrabad is in the Aurangabad and Jalna regions. Then the Radcliffe line formation and operation follow, and integration of this by the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It is a Marathwada, the Nizam's territory says Maratha speaking, Marathi speaking, and Telugu speaking, Kannada speaking, and they were all bifurcated, and this region finally awarded to bilingual Bombay state, later again divided into Gujarati speaking and Marathi speaking territories and so on. At that time, all these events led to the consolidation of this. We will look at this, that is the historical perspective. See, if you look at the map, you can see here Maharashtra regions, and this is the Allahabad's domain, all these areas, Kannada speaking Raichur, Gulbarga, Bidar, and Telugu speaking Telangana regions. Now, Marathi speaking Marathwada region. This is the Berar region. This is the Vidarbha region. Vidarbha was under central provinces Berar, CPB, and the bearer was also under central provinces. This is the Khandesh region. So this is the Marathwada, Aurangabad, Parbani, Nanded, Usmanabad, Bid. You see this, why it looks like that. We have seen that complicated political events shaped this Kinwat, and there is also a river that flows exactly like that called Penganga river. Later, that Penganga river joins in. This is called Varda river here. The giant stream of Penganga and Varda flows across the Adilabad district of northern part of Telangana, and here the stream it joins with the Vainaganga river. This Vainaganga river is this giant stream is the Pranahita river. This the Vainganga river joins in the Godavari. Godavari river is the southern part of Adilabad district. This is the Vainaganga. This is the Varda. This is the Penganga rivers. And you can see a more geographical part of this. You can see this is the Nanded district. This is the Nanded district. You can see the Kinwat panhandle. This is the entire Marthwada, or you can say for the Nanded district. Southern part is Diglur and Muker and Kandar. Kandar is different from Kandahar of Afghanistan. There is a historical fort there, Nanded, where the Guru Gobind Ji, also Guru Gobind Rai, lived there, and he was assassinated, appointed Lachman Das, his disciple. Later he went to Haryana, Punjab regions and fought to Battle of Chapansari and so on, and he uprooted much of the Mughal Empire in that region. That happened on Godavari River at Nanded. That is the district we are talking about. The Kinwat is the taluk in the district. Before Battle of Panipat, Udgir battle was also famous. Udgir battle was fought. Here you can see little bit a Penganga river. Here you can see Penganga river. You can see Vardha river here. So Penganga river, Vardha river. Then is the Wainganga river, and this giant stream of Penganga and Vardha and Wainganga forms the Pranahita river, that is the eastern boundary of this, the Chhattisgarh, this is the Chandrapur region. So this is the Godavari river. Nanded itself is on the Nanded city. There is a big Gurdwara there. One of the 4 or 5, the Taks, that means the major centers like Anandpur Sahib and so on. Nanded Sahib is also Patna Sahib, associated birthplace of Guru Gobind Rai, founder of the Khalsa. And I have discussed this in much detail in the Marthwada series. You can look at it for interested parties in Marthwada. You can see here Marthwada, Bedar, Vidarbha, Khandesh, Baglandesh, and Malavan region and Konkan region is the Gomantak region and so on in other part. Yeah, you can see here we already saw that. So here the maybe it is frozen. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, so the historical boundaries of these are little different than what you see. That's what very important to know. And this is the Nanded district. This is the Allah Hadrat Nizam Mir Usman Ali Khan territory. It's a Telugu speaking, Kannada speaking, Marathi speaking. So we can see the Kinwat panhandle formed there when this region was finally settled. At that time, it is in the Adilabad district, right? The Nanded here. This part became the panhandle when this all this region was trifurcated. You can see much historical background we are talking about. That region is called Mahur district, Mahur region. That's the Mahur. This is the Berar region. The Nizam. It belonged to the Nizam. Later, he is leased to East India Company Bahadur. Berar was added to central provinces. Around about 1902 or so. It's called Central Provinces and Bear, CPB. It was technically belonged to the Nizam, but leased eternally to British East India Company. So once a year on the Nizam's birthday, they used to hoist the flag, and the next ruler, successor of Nizam, was called Prince of Berar. So this is the Mahur region, Nanded. You see at that time, this is around about 1858 or so. You will see the different boundaries at that time. You may not see the later consolidation of the boundaries. Here you can see the better part of it still is Adilabad district in Telangana. This is Marthwada. This is the Parbani. This is the Nanded here. This is around about 1946 or so. So we discussed about this before, uh, how this panhandle consolidated. This is the central provinces bearer that has the like Jabalpur division, Narmada division, Chhattisgarh division, Nagpur division, bearer division. That is the the Buldana, Akola, Amravati, YavatMAl district is sometimes called Wani district or Pusar district historically. That Penganga river goes here. That is the panhandle. Later, when Nizam's territory was dismembered, it was given back to Nanded district that formed the Kinwat panhandle of Nanded. And we have talked extensively about Islamic imperialism in Deccan and Nizam, and here the daughter-in-laws. And extensively, I discussed a lot of other Operation Polo and so on. You can look at them in detail and so on. You can in other presentations in the appropriate folder. And I will show you the three-dimensional view of this. That is the, so you have Adilabad district. You can see the Penganga district, that first northern part, where the district Pranahita, where the river, Penganga river, that becomes the Pranahita, later carries the Wainganga that joins. This is the Godavari river. Here the Nirmal is on the branch. Diglur is, you can see the Nanded. They have not shown here. The Nanded is here actually. You can see the Nanded should be that one. Nanded at Gavan. This is the Nanded. You have not, here Nanded is here. The Nanded river, this is the major reservoir, Sri Ram Sagar reservoir in Adilabad district. Our perspective, we are looking at the Kinwat panhandle. This is the Penganga river. This is the entire region is the Kinwat panhandle. You can see Kinwat panhandle. Nanded, you can see Kinwat here. West side of maybe 10, 20, 30 kilometers, 10 kilometers above the Adilabad. The Kinwat here, Penganga river. Nanded sits on the bank of Dakshin Ganga, the sacred river Godavari. And Kinwat here again. Nanded. The district boundaries now may be very different. So I have given the historical boundaries here. You can see the Kinwat. The Kinwat here and Nanded here. This is the panhandle. We can see the entire pan is Allahad's territories, Marthwada. Handle is the Kinwat. This gives much bigger, different picture. You can see our landmark is the Godavari. You can see the Nanded here. Nasik will be Python. Nasik will be somewhere here. That is the historical capital of Shatavahana emperors. Andhra rulers, the ruled that region. You can see the Basar is the sacred site on Krishna river. This is the Manjira river. So the Nanded, and you can see the Rampur Kinwat here. This is the river. You can see the Penganga river, the Kinwat, the entire panhandle covering the Nanded district and Godavari. Kinwat, the town itself, is on the Penganga river. That means, in essential, what we are trying to see, it has a deeper geography and culture. When you see this region, Marathwada and the Kinwat, what you have seen the native dynasties, Islamic imperialism of Tughlaqs, then the Bahamanis, splinter states, Ahmadnagar, uh, Ahmad Shahs and Berat Shahs, Imad Shahis and Adil Shahs and Qutub Shahis they conquered. Then again Mughals conquered this entire region and Marathwas challenged them. Bhonsle Rajas ruled the bearer. Bhonsle's decline. They gave the territory to the East India Company Bahru, which gave them to Nizam. The Nizam fell into arrears, leased the territory. At the time Mahur district was there. And further political boundaries were consolidated, and when Operation Polo 1948 September happened, the Nizam's territories were given to Andhra state, later becomes Andhra Pradesh, the Telugu speaking, Kannada speaking, and Marathi speaking territories. At that time, the historical Mahur district, Adilabad, Nanded, were drawn, boundaries consolidated. The Kinwat panhandle has formed. That is the panhandle for this Marathwada region of today's Maharashtra. Or we can also, this is the panhandle for Nanded districts also. That means when you look how these boundaries are formed, there's a history, geography, the rivers and mountains, lot of factors. That what you can understand when you get a deeper perspective of a particular region. That what I tried to cover in this fascinating panhandle series in our Intellectual Chatrias channel. That is South Asia maps, this historical personalities events, you can look at it. And if you like these presentations, you may subscribe the channel and bring it to the notice of your friends. And also you can post your comments and any of the suggestions. So thank you very much. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia Maps Intellectual Chatrias channel.